All right, let's listen to the next guy who went AWOL from the Army, which this is something that I'm really intrigued about because my understanding is desertion is very illegal. Like, once you sign the paperwork and commit yourself to the Army, you're in that shit. So what do you mean you went AWOL on the Army? Let's listen to the voicemail.
Hey, Goblin.
Hey.
I just wanted to talk about the time that I went AWOL from the Army and never got in trouble for it. Got away with it. And now we big chillin'.
Now we big chillin'. They're going to go get him now, dude. He doesn't. This is maybe the worst time to confess this. Call in and confess this, dude. World War III is looming. Brother calls it the draft is on the way. And this brother calls in and says, yeah, dude, I deserted. So, like, this guy, they're going to draft him first for the front lines, dude. They want him blown up by a drone tomorrow, dude, on the front lines. Let's call him. I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't answer. I'll just say that. Like, he's a deserter.
Hello?
Yo, you're on the Gobcast. You mind being recorded?
No, not at all.
Yo, I heard you. You're a deserter, huh?
A little bit, yeah. 1 second, because I got to get somewhere where I can talk.
Oh, fire. Okay, take your time. I'm so intrigued about this one, dude.
So, yeah. Let me tell you about that. I think back in 2023, I signed up for the Army.
Okay.
And went to basic, went to my job training in AIT. That's what it's called. And I absolutely hated it. So while I was there, I looked up ways to leave. And I saw that you can turn in your equipment in like duffel bags, and they won't penalize you for it as long as you give them back what they own. Right. So I ended up actually making it through my job training, and when I got home, I went on a drug binge, mostly consisting of Xanax. And that was for a couple months, and then I had to go back to drill on after a couple months. And so I go to the armory where I'm supposed to post up, and I started having Xanax withdrawals while I was in my car at night. And so I was like, shit, I cannot do this. So I put all my equipment into my duffel bags, and I left it at their door. And then I just drove away back home. It was like a 5-hour drive. So it's like 1 a.m., and I'm driving back home. Eventually I get to a gas station, and I just go to sleep in my car, and I wake up at like 7 to a ton of calls from like officers and my sergeants and my recruiters. And I tried to block a lot of them, but I didn't get all of them. So let's see. I ended up just going back home anyway.
Okay.
I was driving until like my dad called me, and I had to pull over because he had to spend like an hour trying to convince me to go back. He was not having it, and so I wasn't either. I said, no, fuck no, I'm not going back there. And I didn't, and I got a lot of like threats and shit, but in the end, I got like just an envelope in the mail containing like the AWOL packet, and I never sent it back. I was supposed to sign some shit and then send it back to him, but I never did. And it was about like court orders and stuff, but nothing ever happened. It's been almost a year now since then.
Oh shit! Do you think that? Well, wait. First off, okay, I'm like absorbing this. This is a crime I've never even heard someone called about. Like, I'm so intrigued by this.
Okay.
So first off, are you in a different state than like where you were when you like deserted?
No. So this is technically the Texas Army National Guard, is what it is. And so I think the reason why they didn't come after me, like they didn't send the police to come and court-martial my ass, is because it's the National Guard and it's a little less serious than active duty. But they were still pissed. I know that for sure.
Have you ever like hit up a lawyer about this and try to figure out like what's going on?
What's that?
Have you ever hit up a lawyer about this and like try to figure out what's going on? Like whether maybe they're looking for you?
No. Well, no, I like the most I ever did was look up like on Reddit and shit, like what happens when you don't show up to drill. And I get like a bunch of different, like some people said, yeah, my buddy went to jail for 5 years. Some of them said they got off fine, like me. Like I kind of had to roll the dice on this one, but low key, it's been worth it. Like I'm so happy not having to go to drill. So.
Well, I mean, it's only been what, about a year? You said since you did this?
Yeah, it's only been about a year.
Dude, I would be careful. That's not that long.
I know, and like with the shit going on in it, like Israel and Iran and shit, like I
they want you on the front lines, brother. They want you getting drone bombed today.
And it's dude, that was my job, bro. That was my job, was to fly drones.
Oh.
So what was I gonna say? I was kind of scared because the National Guard is the one that the president usually sends first to go out like and deploy and shit. But I haven't gotten any calls.
Well, you blocked them all.
Bro, they can find you. They got their ways, man.
They absolutely can. I mean, what do you think? Like, you think you're just scot-free forever now? Like, nothing will ever come up from this?
I don't know. Honestly, I think I'm good because I feel like they would have come at me sooner, you know? Like they've been wasting so much time if they did plan on coming
I actually
after me.
disagree. I don't mean to scare you, but I think you're wrong.
Okay, what's your argument?
Well, it's only been a year, and like that's not a very long time for them to do that kind of thing. Like deserting, like military crime. I mean, it's not like a speeding ticket, you know, like. That doesn't, you know, you get a court date in like a fucking week. It's like they probably have a backlog of motherfuckers like you who they're like, yeah, we got to go pick this guy up. Like, he didn't show up. So, like, I don't know, man. In a year or two, you should live in a different state, maybe, I think. Like,
maybe I will. I might go off the grid, like live in the mountains and shit. I don't know.
That would be fire, dude. I mean, they might do some fucked up shit. They might, you know, pull up, you get in a little shootout with the FBI on some Waco shit, some like Ruby Ridge or something.
I could do that.
You could do that?
Right now I live like in the middle of the woods, very far away from any like civilization, in an RV, right? So I'm chilling right now. If they come at me, I don't even know what I'll do. I have to run into the woods, and I don't even know, bro. I might be fucking fuck, dude. You're scaring me.
Sorry, I don't mean to scare you. Like, realistically, you probably are fine. I'm just like...
No, I'm good. I'm pretty confident.
I mean, that's pretty fucking illegal, though, dude. Like...
Yeah.
You know, I've read some history books and watched some videos, and they used to, like, hang guys like you know, in the town square.
Okay. I mean, you might be right, man. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Only time will tell.
I don't think they're gonna hang you, dude. You're good on that front, but you know, I just think it's frowned upon. But yeah, I don't. If you were a drone pilot, especially, I mean, dude, it's better than going and blowing people up for like, you know, a cause that like you don't really care for, you know.
For sure. No. Yeah, I think I chose the path that I align with more. Like, I would be so miserable in Iran right now having to blow up some families.
Yeah.
That just doesn't sound like the life to me.
Why'd you initially sign up?
They sold me on the college benefits. They said that it would all be free. Like, you can get a house with a VA loan and all that shit. I was in high school, and I didn't know, like, what I wanted to do with my life or anything. So I was like, okay, fuck it, National Guard.
So how long, like, let's say hypothetically you never did what you did, how long were you, like, required to serve before you could have left?
I had a 6-year contract. So it was in 2029 is whenever I would have gotten out.
Damn!
Yeah. Yep.
You would have for sure been over there deployed, dude. By 2029...
I might have had to kill myself, I'm not going to lie.
Bro, by 2029, the Middle East might be a crater, dude. I don't know. Like,
it might. I feel like I have a higher chance of being alive.
You dodged a bullet, I think.
not being exactly. That's what I feel like.
Even if you do that
Yeah.
5 years in jail off that Reddit thread, if you're the next guy posting that shit, yo, be aware, guys, 5 years in jail. That's still better, I think, than blowing up in the Middle East.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
getting resized maybe for a few years.
And jail seems kind of
absolutely
fun,
better.
dude. You could just do like fucking Fetty and shit for a couple years and develop a new hobby.
Exactly, bro.
Something
You
like
get
that.
like gaming consoles and stuff in there.
Yeah. I
Not
mean,
too
they're
bad. I
not
could
they're
be
not the good
someone's
ones
little
though.
princess, dude.
What? You want
No.
that?
No, I don't want it, but like, you know, you get some benefits by being somebody's princess, you know?
So you would settle into
Just
that
thinking
just in jail?
tactically. I might have to. I mean, would I even have a choice?
Well,
could I really?
describe yourself? What's your stature?
I'm a cute little boy. I'm 19 years old. I'm not. I won't call myself a cute little boy. That's kind of gay, but like, you know.
Well, you just talked about being someone's
definitely they would
princess
like
in
me.
jail, so we're already past that threshold.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well just go for it.
They would like me. I'll tell you that much.
Okay. All right. What would they most like about you, do you think? What's your number one
My
feature?
ass, my asshole, my. What do you mean? What would they most like about me, bro?
All right. Well, you're probably right there. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They would want that. Damn. Well, yeah. I hope for your own sake you don't get caught, unless you want to go be someone's princess. If you want to go be a big man's princess in jail, then by all means, go turn yourself in and get it over with. You know.
I'll pass on that one, dude.
Then I hope for your own sake you move to a remote cabin in the woods and thug it out. You know.
Hell yeah. Plan on it. That's about it, man.
Do you have what do you do now for work?
Right now I'm going to school, actually. I'm in college.
Nice. Okay. And you're paying for that, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I got family paying for it.
Yeah, the military's not going to pay for that.
The family that's not disappointed in me, you know? I know my dad's kind of like, my dad looks down on me now, but like, you know, my grandma and grandpa, they still fuck with me.
It's fucked up your relationship with your family?
It hasn't fucked it up. It's just like, it's changed it, you know? Like, my dad always talks to me about it. He's like, hey, did the National Guard say anything to you? Like, he really wants me to be in there. But not going to happen.
I mean, what do you think he's going to say at Thanksgiving this year? Like, is he going to bring it up at the table in front of the family? Like,
oh, hell no. No, he's not like a douchebag or anything. He's cool.
Okay,
but
that's good.
It changed the dynamic. You know, he was for sure disappointed in me after I dipped out of the National Guard.
Well, fuck it, man. I don't think people could judge you for that. I mean,
yeah, no.
You signed up and then said, nah, fuck that. It is what it is, you know?
Exactly.
It's not your war to fight.
Right.
But I wish you luck, man. I hope you hide out well in the woods and don't get caught. And if they do end up catching you and dragging you over to the Middle East, I hope you aren't on the front lines.
Sure, I appreciate it.
Of course. You have a good one, bro.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
What a guy, dude. What a guy. He's going to be someone's little princess in jail. At least he's just aware of it. I mean, that's okay. You know, he knows what's coming. He knows he's not going to fight it. So they probably love guys like him and just come in. They're just aware, you know. He's going to come out of jail and he's going to be like the guy who called us first, who was the guy who was ashamed of doing gay shit. He's going to have some trauma around that. Then he's going to have to call back in and tell us about it and get it off his chest. You know, which more power to him. We're here to help him. You know, what I want to be with these call-in episodes is I'm a shoulder to lean on. Okay? All you degenerates out there, all you people who just are fucked in the head, call in and just get it out there. You know, just air it out. It's fine. You know, don't worry about it.